Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Insight on Business. My name is Michael Libby, and we are talking about advertising and marketing, consumer trends, and best business practices. Let me scroll down here. This is a great story. And by the way, if you want to comment, or if you got a question, thank you, Ed, all the way from Brooklyn, New York. Ed checked in just a moment ago saying hi about our conversation about grabbing people's attention quickly, and is your advertising and marketing snackable? Ed from Brooklyn, New York, thanks so very much for watching. Are you sending away are you sending your customers to the competition? I heard this story and I was just absolutely dumbfounded. All right, here, and this is a true story that happened apparently last week or the week before. I can't tell you all the people involved because I don't want to embarrass everybody, but this is a conversation about your procedures. Are the procedures that you're ingrained in, are they actually doing your business more harm, or are they doing it more good? Here we go. Ready? There's a company that strives very hard to go out there and market their product and service. And when they get a lead via email, or somebody walks in, or somebody has an interaction with them, they have a tendency to go ahead and send them a form email. And this form email goes ahead, they put in the person's name, Dear Michael Libby, thanks so very much for coming by, and to learn more about our product or service, please go to these websites. Now, it's not their website, but the website of some other people, of some competitors. They are a treasure trove of people who are in that same product and service silo. And so what they do is if you want to see photographs or images, or if you want to learn more about our company, go to this website. And they list not one but two of them, filled with their competition. And I happen to know that the person that was having a conversation with the marketing director of this company said, well, why are you doing that? And the person said, well, it works for us. He says, sending your leads or your consumers to other people's websites works for you? The person on the other side of the coin, the vice president of advertising and marketing, simply didn't understand the question. All right, why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because I want you to take a look at what procedures you follow when you're trying to incorporate leads in whatever business that you happen to be in. First of all, do you follow up on the leads? You'll be surprised that after trade shows, 78% of the leads that are generated at trade shows are never followed up on. So what are you doing? How are you communicating with those potential lead generation individuals who have already been to see your product or service? It's in this case, the person wasn't sending them to their website, but sending them to a website that was full of the competition, giving these potential consumers the opportunity to find someplace else to go. All right? If there's anything that you remember from this, just sit back for a moment, take a look at your procedures when you're trying to engage individuals who are potential customers and leads. All right, let's talk about blogging. I blog, and if you don't blog and you have a business, you're missing out on the opportunity to expand the knowledge segment of a great many people about your product or service. A website is fine, Twitter is fine, Facebook is fine, but let me tell you about and I'm going to write a piece about how Facebook is really being the utilization of Facebook is changing. I think we're going to cover that next week, so you want to be able to tune in on that. But all right, sorry, the ADD was kicking in. I know people who say, hey, look, I've got 136, 200, 400 followers or friends on my business Facebook site. Well, goody for you. That's reaching out to 400 people. Or I know individuals who say, look, I've got a website. What more do I need? I don't need to blog. I don't have any time to blog. It doesn't really work. Or I don't incorporate Twitter because who in the hell cares whether or not I had a double latte smothered with caramel yesterday from Starbucks. Well, the point of all this is the blog allows you to expand your knowledge. But what do most bloggers or business people that attempt to do blogs, what is their number one problem? First, it's time. They don't think that they have the time. Second, they don't have anything to talk about. Third, they don't have the patience. So that's what I want to talk to you about right now. Blogging is not, kids, advertising. Blogging can be advertising, but it is not going to necessarily drive people to your product or service immediately. So if you do a blog and you author a blog once a week for about 3 weeks, and you look at your Google Analytics or whatever analytic device you're on and say, gosh, that sucks. Nobody's actually following my voice. Well, you have to have patience, kids. This is going to take you, my mentor, the guy that taught me everything I know about Technorati tags, is a guy by the name of Mike Sansoni. And Mike shared with me years and years ago, when I thought Technorati tags was something that Japanese kids played on the playground, I thought that, you just put this out there and it would take care of itself. Michael always said you need to blog 3 times a week for 3 months to, first of all, get you in the habit, but secondly, so that you can see some change in visits to your website. So my point to you is, if you're going to pick up blogging, and one of these days, I think maybe in the very near future, we'll have a little session on the 5 key points that you ought to remember when you blog, and what's so important about having a blog outside of your website. And I do believe in that, by the way. It's connected to your website, but it is not part of your website. And I'll get to that in another edition. But you need to have patience. This doesn't turn around overnight. It's not like saying that you've got a product or service priced at 50% under cost. This is a way for you to expand your SEO, your search engine optimization, and a way for you to expand your voice. Patience, patience, patience. 3 times a week for 3 months before you give it up, okay? And then find a way to expand your voice. And I would always suggest that you use Twitter to expand your voice so that people have the opportunity to see what it is that you're broadcasting, okay? That's the single word on blogging. It says, please be patient. All right, when we come back, we're going to talk about apartments and rentals and leasing agents and all of the stuff that has to go with things that I've always wondered about. I was an apartment or a townhouse dweller for a short period of time, and I got to tell you, I kind of enjoyed it. The only problem was that I didn't have control over what it was that was going on in my place. Control freak that I am. We'll talk with Tina Patovich when we come back, all about the Central Iowa Apartment Alliance, what that means, what do leasing agents go through, how professional is this group, what is it with all of these leasing companies that are out there? Is it singly owned? Is it professional? We don't know. So we thought we'd find out, because there are so many people living in apartments. We thought you might be interested in this as well. That's when we come back. This is Insight on Business. My name is Michael Libby, and we'll be back with Tina right after this.